So how can we tell when a guy has mommy issues? Let me get into that. Telltale sign is a guy who typically is very clingy. Like, if a guy is really clingy to you really fast, red flag. He'll see you more as like a maternal figure. Like, he'll come to you for advice, not as a regular guy would for a girl that he likes or a girl that he's interested in. He's gonna be like overly emotionally dependent on you to the point where you feel like his mother. In turn, what do you get when you have problems? Nothing. Because when you go to him for your problems, expecting him to return some of that energy back, he's not going to. He's going to somehow make it about himself. You're going to feel emotionally responsible for them, and you're going to feel like you almost can't breathe. Let me embellish. You're going to feel like you can't breathe because you're going to start holding on to all your emotions because you know you can't go to him. Anytime you have any concerns about the relationship, you know it's automatically going to be flipped on you. So why even bother? So it's going to get to the point where you have been bottling up so many things that you turn into an emotionless wreck. Yeah, it's not fun. You don't have to put up with it. Don't feel like you have to stay. Don't feel bad because he has parent issues. Like, don't put the whole burden on yourself because you are not responsible for them. You could lead a horse to water. You know how it goes. Unless they want to change and unless they want to seek help, nothing's going to change. So just go ahead and leave. Just get ready to march out.
If you're not careful, you can end up dealing with men with severe mommy issues, and how it presents itself is with the avoidant attachment style. Now, the thing with men who have mommy issues, they might not be aware of it, but they might be aware that they have an avoidant attachment style, which is basically this tendency to lean out of relationships or closeness. Avoidance says you prefer to work things through independently of others. Now, when mommy issues comes into play with someone that has an avoidance attachment style, you can often deal with men who will always choose to avoid closeness. Now, the trauma that comes up for men that have maternal wounds or mommy issues, these men were often sometimes parentified, right? These men often were sexualized. It's almost like emotionally incestuous. It's that dynamic where the narcissistic mother, for example, tends to parentify or treat the son as if it's her boyfriend. Now, these men can be very uncomfortable with closeness, but at the same time will give you boyfriend treatment. Now, when you as a woman, right, is seeing the way in which he's engaging, giving you boyfriend treatment, but avoiding the core things that make a situation secure, which is closeness, when they avoid that and you try to directly address them about it, you can trigger them. Also, men with mommy issues, they can have some form of emotional arrested development. They can often tend to gravitate towards women that are more emotionally mature. These women would have the resilience to be able to address these things because obviously someone that's more mature emotionally is also psychologically more mature. So they can see these men with these behaviors and address it. Now, men with mommy issues that struggle with, well, technically do tend to struggle with female authority. So a lot of these issues that they tend to deal with is dealing with women that are more mature, obviously, because that's what they need. That's how the dynamic is being maintained. And these women will try to help them, but they'll be resistant. Also, I just want to add, men with mommy issues that tend to be very okay with friends with benefits. They tend to drag you along in situationships or find themselves in situationships. Sometimes they'll even find themselves in relationships in which they're just heavily attached to the person and they can't seem to get away, but they're still giving boyfriend treatment while being in complete denial that this is a real situation. It's almost like the dynamic or relationships tends to bring them back to that emotionally incestuous place. So seeing a man give you boyfriend treatment, but for some reason don't want to build a foundation, you have to just consider if he's still seeing you like his mom. Is the dynamic reminding him of when he was a kid and he was with his mom like that?
Like, he's very, very clingy. Yes, he's very jealous. When you're talking to his friend, he's always kind of like, he's jealous. He doesn't trust his friends. Going out, he wants to go out with me. Like, anyway, I'm going to, or he's going to be like, I should carry our son along. You get, he's that jealous type. He wants to be taken care of. Like, sometimes I seem like a baby. I need to take care of him. You get, something like that. And he doesn't like being close. He's going to give you everything you want, so you're not going to complain. He's unromantic. Yes. But from 2020 till this 2024, this present day, he's changed a lot. Like, a lot. I purposely played the videos close to him while I was editing it so that he could just listen. And I'm like talking about it with him, like, this is your character. No, I think you have mommy issues. And he's like, I've changed a lot. And I'm like, oh, he knew.
Best advice I can give you as a therapist for free, because I do charge for mine, is if you date a man and you notice that he has mommy issues, my best advice for you, if he's not in therapy working on those mommy issues, is to pack your belongings up. And I mean pack them quickly, as quickly as you can. You put all of them belongings on your back, and I need you to run like you're being chased by a pack of hyenas. Why? Because a man with unresolved mommy issues is going to be the most insufferable, stubborn, ignorant person you've ever met in your life. Anger issues shortly follow after that. And if you really want to wake it up, it's resentment towards the mom for what the daddy done did or didn't do. Whether he was, it don't even matter. That ain't your job to figure out. The second a man hints at having mommy issues and he's not working on them, you need to pack your belongings. You need to run, okay? I mean, run fast for your mother's, whatever Florence and the Machine said, baby, because you're in danger. That is my advice to you. Run.
To all women who are looking for a partner, avoid entangling yourself with narcissistic men burdened by maternal conflicts, as they're not in search of a genuine partnership. Instead, they are reenacting their maternal trauma and seeking to fill a void they don't think they have. In such a relationship, you will find yourself with a grown man who exhibits childlike behavior. He will continuously betray you as his delusional thoughts convince him he must outsmart you before you do. Additionally, he is perpetually paranoid, doubting your love for him and struggling to trust you. This mistrust traces back to his childhood when he lacked the proper nurturing and affection from his mother. Furthermore, these men display a glaring disrespect for women, a sentiment born from their misogyny and a deep-seated hatred towards their mother. They believe they must retaliate against all women, which explains their animosity towards you.